The Import Drag Racing Circuit, IDRC, is our drag racing series. But I say our drag racing series when actually it is our parent. IDRC is how DSPORT magazine was started.
IDRC was started in 1998. And the reason why it was started was Battle of the Imports was about the only game in town, but they were really regional. They were just keeping it in Southern California. Nobody had taken the cars from the West Coast, brought them out to the East Coast, and produced an event. And that's why I got together with the other 12 guys that helped form IDRC. We put together the series, and for the first time we had some of the best cars from the West Coast come out to the East Coast to compete.
That's really how DSPORT has started. He turned IDRC into drag sport, and from drag sport it evolved into DSPORT magazine and DVD. So it's just basically a grassroots, no corporate frills type of drag racing event series that we do.
We have 6 classes. You can bring any car that you want and come out and get a taste of drag racing.
It allows us to interact and give back to the community that's buying the parts and reading our magazine and watching our DVD.
People bring their families out, people are rooting for their friends on the sidelines, and the people that are in the cars, they're happy because if you continue on to the next round and you have support and your friends are there watching you, it's just a good feeling round after round to keep making it.
We welcome all levels of drag racer, from the very beginner who just wants to go out and do some fun runs, do some shakedowns on their car, all the way to the Pro-Am vehicles that are going to be running single-digit quarter miles in, fully caged but technically streetable cars. IDRC is appealing in the sense that it is not intimidating to go to. You don't feel like, oh God, there's gonna be a John Force out there that's gonna look down on me. Everybody out there is having fun. It's a safe environment to drag race your vehicle, keep it off the street.
Another car powered by a HKS T51R SPL was DSPORT staff member Wen's R33.
Now, when I hear the pressure's on, tell us a bit of the background story of why there is so much pressure from the people in the office of why you need to perform today.
I think the main thing is, for some odd reason, people think I have a show car versus a race car.
Regardless of high gas prices and electric vehicles and so forth, there's still a lot of optimism around here. Just working at DSPORT, I have a sense of a positive vibe that's coming out of drag racing still.
Over the course of the next couple of years, we just kept doing more and more, and we were going more and more places with the IDRC. At one point, we were up to 14 races a season. We had a title sponsor, 10 employees overseeing it, and bringing in, $600,000, $700,000 from the sponsors to help produce the series per year. And then there was basically just too much competition at once. NHRA came in, and they worked with us for 1 year. Then they went to our biggest competitor the following year, and obviously that proved wrong. And over time, what had happened was import drag racing stopped being a grassroots sport that all the spectators felt they could build a car and go out there and race, and it became a pro series that really alienated the spectators. And in the end, that's what killed professional import drag racing. IDRC stayed around through this bump and through this fall, and since then we've been going back to the roots of rebuilding grassroots racing around the country. Now it's back on that path of growth, and we look forward to it becoming bigger and better every year.
There is definitely a big resurgence of drag racing in the past couple of years, and drag racing is a sport that will never die. I think the foundation of this industry is based on people drag racing, taking their cars out, having some fun, and competing against other faster cars, seeing what their car can do. But at the end of the day, drag racing is definitely here to stay.
For 2012, we've expanded the series to include additional tracks and venues from across the nation. So we'd never let drag racing die, and we're definitely not going to let it die as long as we have any say in the matter.